What is up, everyone? It has been exactly 2 years since I've been on YouTube. And I guess the question is, why did I leave YouTube? I didn't really leave YouTube because I'm back now after 2 years. But at the time, I got bored, I'll be honest with you. I was on YouTube for a long time. I got tired of going on there week after week, kind of saying the same thing over and over again and recycling topics. And I just needed a break. And on one level, yes, social media is about you and what you want to hear and what you want to learn. But at the same time, it is a little bit about me because I'm the person that has to put out that information for you to learn. And if I'm not feeling it, then how are you going to feel it? So I needed to take a break. I didn't think the break was going to be as long as it was, which has been almost 2 years. But it was needed. You know, we kind of revamped our entire methodology. I should say it evolved, but we kind of changed the name of it. It's now called the Nourish Nervous System Method. We overhauled our 90-day online program, our one-to-one coaching. We created a podcast, a 9-episode podcast that you can find in the description below. So there's a lot of things that we've done over these years, from also just being a father, being a husband, just having an 8-year-old and everything that comes with that. So, I just feel like it's time to come back. And I guess the question again is why? Well, there's a lot of things that we've kind of brought into our methodology. And we feel what's funny is when these things come in, we look back and we're like, we've always been doing this. We're just adding to it and evolving it in a way. So I want to get on here and talk about things like circadian biology and how to truly nourish your nervous system versus chasing things that, like breath work and HRV that really tell you about your behavior, but it's not telling you the why behind your behavior. It's not asking you to change, right? A little bit about, just our things we've learned about trauma, not to, coach you, but just to make you think differently, become more aware, talking about how to live authentically, which is really how to live in a way to meet your own needs. Talk about our kind of views on nutrition based on the seasons and based on our circadian biology. Talk about leptin resistance and the importance of that circadian signaling hormone when it comes to all your energy systems like your thyroid and weight loss. And the list goes on. There's so many topics. I have a list of 100 topics that I want to go through, and I'm sure there's going to be more. But I want to share these things with you. Hopefully my wife will join me at some point, and I know she will. But I want to keep it simple. I just want to sit here and chat with you. I want to share some life experiences. I don't want them to be just all like, hey, here's what you're going to learn, right? I want to do it a little bit differently because I want it to be fun for you, but I also want it to be fun for me at the same time so I can keep putting out this content for you, right? So when is the next video going to come? I can't tell you that, to be honest with you. I wanted to come on here and say hi, tell you I'm coming back. There's a lot of things that kind of have to fall in place for me to do that. Hopefully in the next week to a few weeks tops, I'll start putting up weekly videos. But at the same time, if you have any insight of what you want to hear from, what do you want to learn about from us, put it in the comments. But I want to say this. If it's diagnostic based, think about how you can reframe the thing you want to learn about. Or if it's about medications, of course we can't do that. We're doctors. But a lot of people ask us about symptoms and how do I fix this and how do I fix that? If you're new, you're going to understand that's not what we're about, right? We're not going to teach you to chase your symptoms. We're not going to teach you to not change and take supplements and do expensive labs, and do crazy diets. Right? We're all about looking at the body from the sense of your body needs inputs and it creates outputs. Outputs are digestion and thyroid hormone production, but it's also the symptoms that you're feeling. And when we live in a way to create health, which are inputs, natural inputs equal natural outputs, our body creates health. But when we don't, we start having these symptoms, whether it's gut issues or histamine issues or hormone issues or thyroid issues, and the list goes on. If we come at it from the standpoint of how do I fix the thyroid because of the thyroid issue, you're going to enter a vicious rabbit hole and never find your way out. But if you understand biology and we start looking at your patterns and your behaviors and your inputs, we can understand what's influencing your system not to create health, right? So when you put down below what you want to learn about, remember that be a little bit more specific. Try to rephrase your question so it makes sense. And if it's hard for you to do, just put it down there and I'll do my best to kind of explain to you how we go about things. So this has taken me a while to actually do. I wanted to do this probably for the past 6 months. I just haven't found the time, the energy, to be honest with you. But I'm here and I'm excited. So hopefully you're all still there, all 23,000 of you. Just kidding. And hopefully we can bring in a lot of new people. But my goal really isn't about the likes and the shares and all that. It's just about, it's always been about, and that's why I started YouTube. I don't even know when I started YouTube, to be honest with you. It was the first platform I was ever on. And I came on here because I just wanted to share my passion for health and nutrition and physiology and the things I was learning, because I found that A, it was really interesting to me, but B, when I shared it, I was able to actually learn it through my spoken word of actually hearing myself speak. And that's why I'm here, is really to share my passion, to share what I'm learning, to share the successes that we're getting with people within our nervous system program. I mean, it's amazing. Within 2 to 4 weeks, we see people, eliminating their insomnia, their constipation, their anxiety, the list goes on. So I want to share these things with you and share some of these success stories, right? Because I think that's empowering as well. So welcome back to you. Welcome back to me. And I'll see you soon. Peace.